So we have another election prediction today, and it's going to be between House of Representatives member, House Minority Leader, the famous and infamous Nancy Pelosi versus, of course, the incumbent president, Donald Trump. This map is going to be really quick because I think this would be a Donald Trump victory. Spoiling a little bit, but it's pretty much how a lot of you would have this map ending up. So up in the Northeast, I still see it going for Nancy Pelosi. I mean, she's still that generic Democrat that they would vote, any Democratic state would vote for. She would pretty much sweep Oregon, Washington, California, and Hawaii for obvious reasons. But these are pretty much all the safe states for her. The safe states for Donald Trump, we're going to start filling in now. Pretty much up across the heart of the country, Midwest, definitely Trump territory, Georgia included. Number of these states would go to Donald Trump. So we're at 191 electoral votes for Donald Trump, 182 for Nancy Pelosi. Where can he expand? Where can she expand? Well, she can win New Mexico. I think that Nancy Pelosi would narrowly carry New Mexico, but I don't think she would carry Nevada. And that's pretty much an equal trade-off between the two. But it used to be a Democratic state. The state of Nevada referring to that. But I think that Trump would carry Florida and North Carolina. I really don't think Nancy Pelosi's California more liberal appeal can really bring out these conservative voters to see across the aisle and go for the House Minority Leader. And pretty much going to a state like Iowa and Ohio, I think Donald Trump would pretty handily carry those states yet again. This puts him at 265 electoral votes, yet I don't think he's done winning just yet. You know what? I think he could carry New Hampshire. I think that's something that we're going to see. I think he definitely has a shot at carrying New Hampshire. Up in Maine, I think that he would carry Maine at large except for one electoral vote. And that's something that's going to be pretty drastic for the Democrats, something that they're going to have to realize. Because Nancy Pelosi would probably be one of their worst candidates. I think she may even be I think she's really old, man. It's not really funny. I mean, she's not. That's going to be a number one issue. I know a lot of you would say, "Oh, Donald Trump's almost as old," or he's just he would be perceived the same way. But no, I mean, this is a Democratic woman. Obviously, she's going to be held to a different standard than he would. Number one, it's going to be something that that's going to be brought up by Donald Trump all the time. And it's not going to be easy for her to get rid of that image of how she is this woman running for president. And age is a number one issue in America for a few reasons. I mean, definitely serving the office of the presidency throughout their entire term. As of right now, she's 78 years old, so that's pretty interesting. As you can see, right there, it says 78. That's what I thought, because I saw 78, and I was like, oh, wow, that's pretty cool. But, so she's 78 years old compared to Donald Trump's age of 71. So, obviously, she would be perceived a little bit different. Bernie Sanders will definitely be held to a different standard. I know you're probably thinking, oh, Bernie Sanders would be held to the same standard, but no, he wouldn't. He's a man. Obviously, men would be perceived as being able to hold the office a lot better than women, just based off how the American electorate has been and how it has continuously developed throughout the country. You can't deny that there are sexist voters. You cannot deny that the media holds women to a different standard than men. And that's just based off how we've been. I mean, that's not something that's – hopefully it changes because it's the right thing to change it. But the unfortunate truth is it doesn't really change. And time again, people are the first ones to tell you that women are being treated fairly in the news media, but are they really? They're definitely held to a different standard when it comes to looks and appearance. And when it comes to the way that they come out with the news. But when they're covered in the news, they definitely are covered in a more negative fashion than men would. They're held to a different standard. Like Hillary Clinton, being ladylike was a number one issue. Well, I mean, that's not something they look for men. They don't look for gentleman actions. I mean, if they did, then Donald Trump would have never been president, right? But we're just going to keep going through this map. I really think that he would sweep the Rust Belt. I think it would be pretty easy for him to carry a number of these states. I think he would also carry Minnesota. But I think Nancy Pelosi would finish off by carrying Virginia and Colorado by narrow margins. But I still think he would carry Minnesota, putting him at 328 electoral votes to Nancy Pelosi's 210. Thank you guys for watching this video. Comment down suggestions below, and I'll see you all tomorrow.